Hello and welcome to Our Time. And
a very special Our Time.
It is, Malcolm.
Our 200th Our Time episode.
It is. Why are you up there?
I just feel like it's a good position for me. But it's great to have our other friends here tonight.
We've got Peter and Sue with us.
We didn't want him to come.
Who?
Ken.
Oh, look, we have to say hello to Ken. He's homesick.
He is.
Otherwise he wouldn't
But I
be
did
here.
send him that germ through the mail.
No, you didn't.
Get well soon, Ken. Hey, I've got a very special task to do.
You have?
In this 200th birthday episode, and if you would excuse me,
I will excuse.
I'll go off and do it.
Do.
Have a fabulous time without me.
Yes.
Please talk about me when I'm gone.
No, we won't. We won't. But how lovely to have all of us here for this special episode.
We are. It's very exciting, and it's, 4.5 years now we've been going, 200
episodes.
It's a long time, isn't it, really? I didn't realise we'd been... Actually, you know, when you're doing it all the time, you don't realise how quickly it's gone.
I know, you don't. And how many lovely guests we've had on the program.
So many,
so many. Yeah, across Australia too, which is unusual for a program coming from Adelaide. We're very fortunate to be able to bring this to you with all the help that we have from these students in the studio. So it's a great thing, and we love coming and doing it.
And this show, we have some fabulous guests on. It's going to be fabulous.
Absolutely.
I know. Well, Nick Parnell's playing the vibraphone. Vibraphone?
Yes.
Yeah, fascinating to watch.
And who else is on? Rachel?
Well, we've got,
Rachel Lear.
Yes.
Singing for us.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And also the two brothers, if you remember, that were on our Australia's Got Talent.
Yes.
Not too long ago, Adelaide guys, the Fernando brothers. So we're very lucky to have them on the program too.
We were saying a bit earlier that's amazing that shows like this, there aren't that many left. I think our time is probably the only one that's still around, and it goes national to all the community TV stations. It's fantastic. And the topics we've had car clubs, we've had Justice of the Peace, we've had singers, football club, of course,
exactly,
your forte,
and the nutritionists that we have on regularly too. Yeah. So we cover a lot of topics.
Yes. And it's that thing about it being our time, our demographic, catering for people at home who are watching us, who are at the same sort of age group and have the same sort of interests.
Exactly.
So we hope you can stay with us because we'd like you to meet some of the people that make Our Time possible.
You're absolutely right. There are so many people involved in recording a show like this. This is our makeup room with our makeup girls. Girls, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Philomena and we're from Say here in makeup team.
I'm Callie-Anne Andrews O'Donoghue.
Hi, I'm Natalie McDonough.
And who is in the makeup chair who's on the show later? It's Rachel Learcar. Fantastic. We'll catch up with Rachel later. Come with me. This is the audio department in here. Hi, guys.
Hi.
80th, our 200th show. Who are you?
I'm Dasun. I'm the assistant audio engineer.
Hey, gang, I'm Justin.
And it's great to have you working on the show. They're the people that make us talk loud or sound good when we maybe aren't. And this is the control room. We call this upstairs because there's two feet here. This is, introduce yourself, but I could say this is the lovely Lisa.
Oh, thank you. Lisa Stocker, Director's Assistant.
And our director is right here. This is Jono.
Hi, I'm John Kovacs and I'm the Director of Our Time.
And you don't press the buttons though, do you?
No, I don't.
Who presses the buttons?
Jonathan Lakatos. I press the buttons and respond to all of Jonathan's demands.
And right down there, is our host set. It's back to you guys. Is that what's next? I don't know what's next. What's next? Oh, ask the director's assistant. She always knows.
No, it goes back to Janice and then Itchy.
Oh, fine. Back to you, Janice.
Excellent.
And now we have the Fernando brothers singing You Make Me Feel So Young.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel that spring has sprung. Every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots. bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and grey, even though you're old and grey, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and grey, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young.
And welcome back to Our Time, our 200th episode with our very special guest, Rachel Learcar. Welcome, Rachel.
Hello, thank you.
It's great that you could be here with us, with your special friend who's taken up residence here on the floor.
She's very comfy.
What's her name?
Ella.
How long have you had Ella?
I've had her since January of 2014.
Was she a baby? A small dog? Or?
She was 2.5 when I got her.
Because she's already trained to look after you.
Yeah, that's right.
And for those people who obviously haven't turned their televisions on for the last 5 years, Rachel Learcar, of course, became quite well known during The Voice, and people talk about your impaired vision, but how much can you really see?
Well, the last time I checked it was about 10%, but I think it's deteriorated over time. I have a condition called retinitis pigmentosa, if you can say that.
Glad you said that, yes.
Or RP for short.
Right.
And that's basically tunnel vision, like that, and it's also patchy. I have night blindness, I'm short-sighted.
But you're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Well,
it's what a shame. But do you find it a real downer in life to have this?
I think there's always a reason for everything that you're given in life, and I think if I didn't have my vision like this, maybe I wouldn't be the person I am today and have the career I do.
I guess that's right. Or this lovely little dog.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade her for anything.
Your career started off when you were quite young, though. When did you know you could sing?
To be honest, I never really thought I could make a career out of singing. I just loved to do it all my life. I just went around the house singing. I sang everywhere I could, and I saw all the amazing talent that was around in Australia, and I said, well, how could I ever compete with that? But it just so happened that it was written in the stars I should go on a show called The Voice. And
but before that, you won another competition that took you to Italy?
Yeah, that's true, I did. I was doing a few gigs after that too, but yeah, I won the Dino Prizzi International Festival of Song.
How old were you then?
I was 15.
Was that an amazing sort of adventure for you?
It was the biggest thing of my life up to that point.
Because your mum's Italian?
Yes, so
I guess that helps.
We did a holiday as well. So my mum, dad, my brother, my nonna, Dino came with us. It was a big family adventure.
Oh, fantastic. So with The Voice, how did that affect your life, do you feel, in retrospect? I mean, it's still happening, but... Yeah,
well, dramatically. Before that, I think people knew me a little bit because I did some commercials for the RSB. So I was getting recognised a little bit from that, but nowhere near the amount that I got after that. It was just,
well, the country fell in love with you, I think. That was what it is. And Rachel is so tiny, and you think, this little girl with a great voice. What are your plans for the future now?
At the moment, I'm sort of working on my next album. It's a bit of a secret at the moment, but I am planning to have a few originals on it.
Oh, fantastic. And you're also going to do a tour here in South Australia, and that'll probably spread nationally with more of a cabaret show.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
Yeah, well, you are. I know you are. from the Out of the Square network here in South Australia. But the good thing about it is that this is a show that you're creating, basically telling your history, isn't it?
Yes, it's all about my life, the colours of my life.
The colours of your life, and your favourite songs as well.
Yes, so all the songs I've sung up until this point, well, not all of them, but the main ones, and a lot of little stories that you might not know and that might interest you.
Oh, well, they will, because I think these are the things, people see you performing, but they don't really know what heart is going into it, so to speak.
Oh, yes, I have so much to tell people about.
I'm really looking forward to that. But right now, we're going to set you up, and Rachel's performing for you in 1 second. I forgot to ask you what you're singing.
I'm singing Over the Rainbow, the first song I ever sung in public.
Fantastic. All right, everybody, settle back. Here is Rachel Leah with that song that we all know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The beautiful Rachel Leah.
Up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Well, we're here to explain to you why we like being here talking to you, people at home, and it's not something new to us. We've all been in television for a long time.
Absolutely.
Well, how far do you want to go back?
Well, the floor managers pointed out that we've been together over 100 years experience, which I didn't really appreciate. It made me feel very old. When you think about it, I started in 1970 as a beach girl and a weather girl doing the weather.
I tried that gig, but they wouldn't accept it. No.
But we read news together for years.
We did. So you and I did that, and I've got 35 years in radio and TV. So and you were on telly.
Yes, I did children's television hosting, and also they had me doing all sorts of things. Snow reports. We did a game show for a while, and it was a lot of fun. We had lots of fun.
And those days, I recall when we produced at Channel 9 2 nights, Wednesday night and Thursday night, when we had the Ernie Sigley show. Adelaide Tonight it was called, and we had Ernie Sigley and and Glenys O'Brien and Willsey and Wills and Ian Fairweather, and it all went to air live. So all sorts of things, politically incorrect things that would never go to air now, all went to air, and it was a lot of fun.
It's fantastic. And a fellow friend of ours who can't be here tonight, he's unwell, the Ken Dickin.
Yes.
I was on radio for years, and he's worked in Europe and in Adelaide particularly. But the good thing about this program is it goes around the country on various community stations at various times of the day during the week. And
we offer all sorts of advice. We have nutritionists, we have entertainment, we have book club. We have interviews about healthcare and aged
fashion
care,
trends and aging gracefully or disgracefully, whatever you prefer.
And we like everybody at home enjoys it as much as we enjoy presenting it.
Well, I think that's the thing. We have fun when we come in here, otherwise we wouldn't come in.
No, but
Nobody
I
gets
think
paid
also everybody here enjoys it. The people that you don't see at home, we get a lot of fun with them, and we're giving to them and they're giving to us.
Absolutely.
So we hope that you enjoy it as much as we do.
Well, exactly, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes, of course, as we know.
Yes, that's right. But for now, over to Malcolm.
Thank you, Janice. It's my great pleasure to welcome to our 200th episode an amazing instrumentalist. This is Nick Parnell. Welcome, Nick.
Thanks, Malcolm.
It's great to have you with us because a vibraphone is not probably the most commonly played instrument these days.
It's not the most common instrument, but it's possibly the most exciting instrument which you'll come across.
It is actually.
Yeah, I mean,
physically exciting.
It's physically exciting because you play it with 4 mallets, 2 mallets in each hand. Looks a little bit like a xylophone. A lot of people ask me, what is a vibraphone? Looks like a xylophone, sounds a bit more like a piano though.
Yep.
And
it's got that wheel that vibrates underneath.
Yeah, has that's right. It has a motor on it that has a vibrato effect in it.
But what on earth made you take up a couple of sticks and did you bash the hell out of teapots at home or something?
It was Milo cans, in fact.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Milo cans. My cousin Ben played the drums, and we used to get together for family Christmases, and that's where I used to see Ben play the drums up on their family's cattle station in the Northern Territory, and I used to get Milo tins, pots and pans, and just try to imitate what Ben used to do on the drums. And
the tunes?
Well,
because they would all have a different timbre, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess they had different pitches, but it was mainly drums that really got me started. And then when I went to uni to study percussion, that's where I discovered what we call the melodic percussion instruments, and the vibes is one of them.
Well, there's a family of them, isn't there? Because there's the wooden block one.
Yeah, the marimba or the xylophone.
Right, xylophone. Well, they used to be popular back in the old days of TV. If you remember, often used to see on the variety shows people playing those. And then next up in the family?
Yeah, so
from wood it goes to metal, does it?
Yeah, that's right. So the Vibes has metal keys, and that's the main difference between the Vibes and the xylophone and marimba. The marimba keys are made out of a really nice rosewood, which gives it that real resonant quality.
Yep. So you're touring virtually all the time, aren't you? All over Australia.
Yep, do a lot of touring to everywhere from the capital cities right through to really tiny country towns, and it's great fun. And
because it's more show business, it's show business and music with you because of the physicality, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the music that I tend to play on my instrument is fairly well-known pieces. A lot of Gershwin, some of the great classical. Yeah. So some of the great classical pieces, Queen of Sheba by Handel. Yeah. So it's music which people is familiar with, but they're just hearing it in I guess a new way. And you've got the whole visual aspect as well, playing with 4 mallets.
Well, because it's still considered a percussion instrument.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
So if you've sort of not seen an instrument like this. Often at the back of an orchestra, there's a variety of them, isn't it, depending on the piece that they're playing.
That's right, yeah. You have often a xylophone and a set of vibes up there. But if people are familiar with a lot of jazz artists, often there's a vibes player in a lot of well-known jazz bands going around.
That was particularly popular in the 50s into the 60s.
Yeah, one of the early ones was Lionel Hampton, who used to play with the Benny Goodman Quartet.
Okay.
More recently, after him, was Milt Jackson, who used to play with the Modern Jazz Quartet. And those guys really, did a lot to popularise the instrument in jazz music.
Well, now, apart from seeing you at any of the concerts anywhere in Australia, soon here in South Australia, you're doing a tour of the Out of the Square venues. So you can come along and see Nick there. And I know that you're fantastic, and the only way we can really prove that to people is to show them just what it looks like. We didn't bring a vibraphone in the studio because they're just so big, but we've got a concert of yours. What's the piece?
This one's called Burlesque by a Czech composer called Josef Suk, and it's a feisty little number, best way to describe it.
So here's the man with the machine. This is Nick Parnell.
So our 200th birthday party or birthday show comes to an end, but we've had such a lot of fun, haven't we?
And some fantastic guests too, really talented, great
really
music.
Talented people.
Fabulous.
I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
We've had a lovely time, and we've had some wonderful guests on the program and more to come, so please stay with us.
Oh, but we haven't met everybody yet.
No,
We've only
that's
met
right.
the people upstairs.
Okay.
Follow me, follow me.
Okay.
Because we have on camera one over here, the lovely Jasmine. You can talk, it's okay.
Okay.
And the man without whom we couldn't do the show because we have to have a floor manager. He's our boss on the floor. This is fabulous Phil.
Thanks,
Thank you,
mate.
Philip.
Welcome.
He's old though. And over here, this is Bo, who I keep calling Clark because he looks like Superman. But thank you very much. And the man who's been with us right from the very beginning, this is Daniel.
How's it going?
Who does a wonderful job every single week. I don't think you've missed a week, have you? No, you did. You missed one week. This
Maybe with a few.
Yeah, but fantastic. Now, how about us getting everybody?
Come on, everyone.
Come on, folks.
Come in.